anything that gets the juices flowing, like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Falcons will put total leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. So the Navy Midshipmen will go on offense first to start this game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Pressure coming. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up third down.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Let's talk for a second about Air Force. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week, commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David, and when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going to the transfer portal.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's McCarthy. They're working that left side, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Dead center perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
And Navy will go back on the attack. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Looking for a physical attack from the guy. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Complete to the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Yeah, and nice play by the QB, understanding when to get the ball out. This is something that I guarantee you, Palmer, you and your receivers did all the time at Florida, just the timing, knowing when the ball's coming out and when the ball's going to be thrown so I can go make a play.
It's so important to rep it like that because you never know in games when those opportunities are going to happen. But I think that time the quarterback pre-snap, him and the receiver, they made a little eye contact. They knew this was going to be an opportunity, and they went out and they executed what they practice every single day. What you just said, David, and it works to perfection.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The brigade celebrating another 1st down, and that's really the way Navy's always done it. You can even think back to the great Napoleon McCallum, who ran through defenses at will.
Simple, but so disciplined, right? Like running the option year after year, you got to have discipline. Not surprising.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Midshipmen! Shipman.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. At the 35, he's loose. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. The Falcons just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's McCarthy. Gets it out fast. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Off play action. Rushes on him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And here comes the Navy offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Finds his man. It's Hendricks. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you call. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Defense in press coverage. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last 2 plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. Dropping back, it's McCarthy. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. The Falcons will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Off play action on first down. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Navy quick to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on third down. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Navy! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. And this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quick handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Falcons will send out the punt unit. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Navy will go back on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The midshipman could get really aggressive here on second and short. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Navy comes to the line facing second and short. Looking to fire. He uncorks one deep. Catch inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Running it to the right. Shakes off the defender. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to pass. It's McCarthy. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They did a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Falcons in the hurry-up. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He lofts one down the sideline. And he's got it at the 30.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and, man, you know he's looking for more.
He'll take another shot here. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Touchdown, Falcons! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Navy offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. To the air, it's McCarthy. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Air Force. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hooks. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Looking to throw on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Snagged in the middle. It's Hooks. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half. Say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Scanning the field, it's McCarthy. Throws for the tight end. Lost the defense, he's wide open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Great job in coverage by the defense. He just had nowhere to go with the ball.
The Falcons will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the returner goes down. And Navy will go back on the attack. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Navy will have it with a first and goal. He's looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Navy! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Quickly out to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Falcons in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Now on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Falcons come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. The corners are walked up tight. Under fire. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Falcons will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. And here comes the Navy offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Hendricks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The midshipmen come to the line facing third and short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on third. Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I mean, good news here. They get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is. Make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Quarterback may change this route. Zings it complete to the right. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much.
Breaks into the open. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with the first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
With the run on first and goal. Touchdown, midshipman! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is... It's a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by 10 to South Carolina. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Another incompletion on third down. The Falcons decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The give from the gun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Got his man downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. New set of downs after the completion. Using his legs, it's Moffitt. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Navy quick to the line. They'll run the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense very lucky to get that football back.
Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it inches away from the touchdown.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards.
Touchdown, Navy! And the pummeling has started. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Offense in an empty set. Wants to throw. It's McCarthy. The short hands. It's Jackson. Nice gain on that play, but it leaves it a little short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Right down the middle. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Navy quick to the line. To the air on second down. Wide out trying to get it in.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. They'll try to run it in. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on fourth and goal. They want to throw it. He wants it all. And he's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, you look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Finds the tight end. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Falcons come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Dropping back, it's McCarthy. fires left. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. And here comes the punt team.
On to kick it away.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Navy will go back on the attack. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this. And this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Looking to take a shot. It's complete. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. No matter how much college football changed